From chilling abandoned asylums to ghostly forests that echo with tales of the past. Are you ready to test your nerves and knowledge? Welcome to our Echoes of the Unseen quiz on the most haunted locations on Earth. Often referred to as the Bermuda Triangle of Romania, which forest is known for its paranormal activity and unexplained events? Black Forest, Sherwood Forest, Hoia Baciu Forest, or Amazon Rainforest? Hoia Baciu Forest, located near Cluj-Napoca, Romania, is often dubbed the Bermuda Triangle of the country due to its reputation for paranormal activity and unexplained events. This mysterious forest has been the site of numerous reports of bizarre occurrences, ranging from sightings of ghostly figures and unexplained lights to instances of electronic devices malfunctioning. Some visitors have even claimed to experience sudden nausea, anxiety, or the feeling of being watched. The forest also features a vegetative anomaly, with trees growing in odd, twisted shapes. These eerie characteristics make Hoia Baciu Forest a fascinating and chilling location for those interested in the paranormal. Known as one of the most haunted homes in the U.S., which plantation is said to be home to at least 12 ghosts? The White House, the Winchester House, Graceland, the Myrtles Plantation. The Myrtles Plantation in St. Francisville, Louisiana, is often cited as one of the most haunted homes in the U.S. With a history dating back to 1796, this plantation is said to be home to at least 12 ghosts. Among the most famous is the ghost of Chloe, a former enslaved woman who, according to legend, seeks revenge for her mistreatment. Visitors and staff have reported numerous paranormal activities, such as mysterious footsteps, whispered conversations in empty rooms, and sightings of ghostly figures roaming the grounds. The Myrtles Plantation's eerie atmosphere and chilling tales of its spectral residents make it a must-visit for ghost hunters and enthusiasts alike. Known as one of the most haunted places in India, which fort is rumored to be cursed so that no one can remain there overnight. Waverly Hills Sanatorium, the Ancient Ram Inn, Bangor Fort, or Port Arthur. Bangor Fort, located in Rajasthan, India, is renowned as one of the most haunted places in the country. Legend says it is cursed so that no one can safely remain there overnight. The curse dates back to a tale of a wizard who fell in love with a local princess. When his advances were rebuffed, he cast a dark spell on the fort. Since then, it's believed that anyone who spends the night within its ruins will not emerge alive or sane. The Archaeological Survey of India even posted a sign forbidding visitors from entering the fort after sunset, fueling its eerie reputation. Creepy. Which former sanatorium in Kentucky is notorious for its haunted history related to tuberculosis patients? Leap Sanatorium, Waverly Hills Sanatorium, the Stanley Hospital or Eastern State Hospital. The Waverly Hills Sanatorium, located in Louisville, Kentucky, is a former tuberculosis sanatorium notorious for its haunted history. Opened in 1910, it was designed to accommodate the overflow of tuberculosis patients in the area. At its peak, the disease was a leading cause of death, and the sanatorium saw thousands of patients pass through its doors, many of whom did not survive. Tales of mistreatment and the immense suffering endured by patients have contributed to reports of paranormal activity, including ghostly apparitions and unexplained voices. Today, Waverly Hills is considered one of the most haunted locations in the United States, attracting ghost hunters and the curious from around the world. This location in Ukraine is infamous for its 1986 nuclear disaster and is believed to be haunted by the victims. Chernobyl, Uzhhorod, Odessa, or Chernivtsi. The location in Ukraine, infamous for its 1986 nuclear disaster, is Chernobyl. On April 26, 1986, a catastrophic nuclear accident occurred, resulting in widespread radioactive contamination and forcing the evacuation of thousands of people from their homes. Today, the abandoned towns and villages, particularly Pripyat, stand as haunting reminders of the disaster. There are reports from visitors and workers of ghostly sightings and unexplained phenomena, believed to be the spirits of those affected by the tragedy. The desolate and eerie atmosphere of the exclusion zone fuels these beliefs, making it a place of both historical and paranormal interest. Now I won't be able to sleep. Where in Mexico can you find an island filled with dolls that are said to be possessed by the spirit of a drowned girl? Dead Man's Island, the Island of the Dolls, Clown Island, Povelia Island. In Mexico, there's a hauntingly unique place known as the Island of the Dolls, or Isla de las Muñecas, located within the Xochimilco canals near Mexico City. This eerie island is filled with hundreds of dolls hanging from trees and scattered around, many with severed limbs or decaying faces. Legend has it that the island's caretaker, Don Julian Santana Barrera, found a young girl who had drowned under mysterious circumstances. He then began hanging dolls around the island to appease her spirit. Over the years, he collected discarded dolls to hang them up, believing they were possessed by the girl's spirit, making this island a chilling destination for those fascinated by the paranormal. Witch Castle in New Zealand is said to be haunted by the spirit of a woman who took her own life after a family tragedy. Merksworth Castle, Leap Castle, Dots Castle, or Larnac Castle. Larnac Castle, located on the picturesque Otago Peninsula near Dunedin, New Zealand, is said to be haunted by the spirit of a woman who tragically took her own life following a family tragedy. The castle, built in 1871 by William Larnac for his beloved wife, Eliza, has a rich history marked by both opulence and sorrow. The ghost is believed to be Eliza, or perhaps one of the Larnac daughters, Kate, who was deeply affected by the family's tumultuous history and untimely deaths. Visitors and staff have reported unexplained phenomena and sightings of a woman's figure, contributing to the castle's reputation as a haunted location. Known for its radical prison reform, Witch Location in Pennsylvania, U.S., is said to be haunted by former inmates. Winchester Prison, Eastern State Penitentiary, Attica Correctional Facility, Folsom State Prison. Eastern State Penitentiary in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, is a former prison known for its radical approach to solitary confinement, intending to reform inmates through isolation. Opened in 1829 and closed in 1971, its long history is filled with tales of hardship and despair. Today, many believe that the spirits of former inmates still haunt its crumbling cell blocks and corridors. Visitors and staff often report eerie sounds, ghostly figures, and sudden chills, suggesting the presence of those who once lived and died within its walls. This makes Eastern State Penitentiary a famously haunted location, rumored to be stalked by the ghosts of its past. Witch Forest in Japan is known for its supernatural occurrences and is often associated with folklore involving ghosts and demons. Black Forest, Sherwood Forest, Aokigahara Forest, or Sinharaja Forest. Aokigahara Forest, located at the northwest base of Mount Fuji in Japan, is infamously known as the Sea of Trees. This dense forest is shrouded in mystery and is often associated with numerous supernatural occurrences and ancient folklore involving ghosts and demons. The quiet, almost unnaturally still atmosphere of the forest, combined with its historical association with yurei, the spirits of the dead in Japanese mythology, contributes to its eerie reputation. Over the years, Aokigahara has gained notoriety for being a site where people have gone to end their lives, adding a somber note to its ghostly legends and making it a hauntingly infamous location. An island in Italy that has been used as a quarantine zone and mental hospital, which is now abandoned and considered one of the most haunted places in the world. Isle of the Dead, Poveglia Island, Liberty Island, or Capri Island. Poveglia Island, located in the Venetian Lagoon, Italy, has a dark and tragic history that has led to its reputation as one of the most haunted places in the world. Originally used as a quarantine zone for the bubonic plague in the 18th century, it later became the site of a mental hospital in the 1920s. Stories of mistreatment and experiments on patients have contributed to its eerie aura. Now abandoned, the island is rumored to be haunted by the tortured souls of those who died there, with many claiming to hear screams and see ghostly apparitions. Poveglia remains a chilling testament to its tragic past. Which underground location in France is infamous for its walls lined with the bones and skulls of millions of people? Chislehurst Caves, underground city of Derinkuyu, Lascaux Caves, or the Catacombs of Paris? The Catacombs of Paris, France, are a sprawling underground ossuary, infamous for their eerie walls lined with the bones and skulls of over 6 million people. In the late 18th century, Paris faced a serious issue with overflowing cemeteries, which led to the transfer of remains to these subterranean tunnels. The bones were arranged decoratively in the catacombs' narrow passages, creating a macabre display that fascinates and horrifies visitors to this day. This chilling attraction not only offers a glimpse into Paris's past, but is also rumored to be haunted, with many reporting ghostly encounters among the ancient remains. Which location is famously haunted and rumored to be home to Anne Boleyn's ghost? The Tower of London, Edinburgh Castle, Alcatraz Island, or Bran Castle? The Tower of London is a historic castle in England with a chilling reputation. Among its many ghostly tales, the most famous is that of Anne Boleyn. She was the second wife of King Henry VIII and was tragically beheaded in 1536 at the Tower. Since her execution, numerous visitors and guards have claimed to see Anne's ghost wandering the Tower grounds, sometimes holding her head under her arm. This eerie sighting makes the Tower of London a famously haunted location, rumored to be home to the restless spirit of Anne Boleyn. Which historic hotel in Colorado, U.S., inspired Stephen King to write The Shining after his stay there? The Plaza Hotel, the Stanley Hotel, the Ritz-Carlton, or Hotel del Coronado? The Stanley Hotel, located in Estes Park, Colorado, is the historic hotel that famously inspired Stephen King to write The Shining. King stayed in room 217 and experienced what he described as a hauntingly vivid dream that became the basis for his best-selling novel. Built in 1909, the hotel's majestic setting and storied past, combined with reports of paranormal activity, have intrigued visitors for decades. Guests and staff alike have reported eerie sounds, ghostly apparitions, and objects moving on their own, contributing to its reputation as one of the most haunted hotels in America and the eerie inspiration for a horror classic. Which historic hotel in Canada is rumored to be haunted by a bride who fell down the staircase, breaking her neck? Banff Springs Hotel, Fairmont Chateau Laurier, Hotel Saskatchewan, or the Empress Hotel. The Fairmont Banff Springs Hotel in Alberta, Canada, is a historic hotel rumored to be haunted by the ghost of a tragic bride. The story goes that on her wedding day, the bride, dressed in her flowing white gown, was descending one of the hotel's grand staircases. In a devastating turn of events, she tripped on the hem of her dress, fell down the stairs, and tragically broke her neck, dying instantly. Since then, guests and staff have reported seeing the ghostly figure of a woman in a wedding dress, often dancing alone in the ballroom or wandering the halls, eternally lost in her sorrow. Which historic fortress in Scotland is said to be haunted by the ghost of a piper who disappeared in its tunnels? Leap Castle, Larnach Castle, the Tower of London, Edinburgh Castle. Edinburgh Castle, a historic fortress dominating the skyline of Scotland's capital, is said to be haunted by the ghost of a piper who mysteriously disappeared in its tunnels. According to legend, the piper was sent into the tunnels hundreds of years ago to explore and map them. He played his bagpipes as he walked, allowing those above ground to track his movements. Suddenly, the music stopped, and he was never seen again. Despite searches, his fate remains a mystery. To this day, visitors and staff claim to hear the faint, eerie sound of bagpipes playing from deep within the castle's walls, believed to be the lost piper still wandering the tunnels. How many did you get right? Leave it in the comments. Remember to like and subscribe, and if you are not scared to take a quiz about haunted objects, click here.